Welcome back to our Restos. I'm Jordan and we've got a video on the Range Rover again. Now, this actually is going to be the last ever video on this Range Rover, which is still, well, provided it goes for everyone, which it probably is going. Which is quite sad, to be honest. A lot of you on this channel, because it's Range Rover, and maybe the previous ones, it won't be the last one. No, I haven't gained some kind of sanity. I'm still keeping it, well, another one in the future, but for now, this one might be going to a new home. But I've got another product video to try. So what do we all need as a Land Rover owner? Well, diagnostics. So for that, well, you pull your pants down and you end up going to garages and dealers all the time. Because we all know, as amazing as they are pretty problematic and you need to better fault find on them. So previously we've looked at a few different tools. I still use the Gap IID tool all the time. Fantastic tool, but sitting around the $450 price mark, it's a bit of a purchase for most people. However, King Bolan, who supplied me that e-Diag Mini last time, which was incredible, actually done a lot on this car, and I've been using it on all sorts of cars ever since. Fantastic. He's now got a new product. So, through the launch brand, they've come out with the Elite JL, which I believe they also call the X431. Now, let's start with the touchy part first, budget. I think when I record this video, which is now, not now for you guys, this thing was only about 116 quid. So that is very affordable. Now, is there any perks to this? Is it just a cheap piece of rubbish? Well, it's certainly cheap, but it ain't rubbish. Believe it or not, free lifetime updates. And this currently supports vehicles up to sort of 21, 22 already. And they're constantly being updated. So that's already incredible. Yep, say future updates, not a problem at all. So no extra payments. All the special functions are included in it for free, which again, a lot of tools, especially on cheaper end of the market, will charge you for every special function on a yearly rate. Nope, free with updates, not a problem at all. What else does it does? It all should read, well, will do, all the modules on the Range Rover, which is already quite incredible. All the live data. It will even do active testing, where you go around and test various modules, pumps on the car. Which is normal, that's sort of OE level dealer spec sort of software in control to be able to do that. But no, this will do a whole lot of it in just a tiny form factor. So what do we get in the box? Well, really, it's simple. You get a cardboard box, you get a tray, you get some silica gel, you get a USB cable, and so that's if you want to download reports off of it onto your computer, but we're not going to need that in a minute. So we get a nice little, what's it, 4-inch screen, about 1 metre of cable, just a bit longer. Now this thing is powered by the OBD port, so not quite as convenient maybe as Bluetooth on your phone, but at the same time, the Bluetooth on your phone still needs to be plugged into the OBD port, so not a problem really. Other than that, it's quite tidy, quite neat, will fit in a glove box, so I reckon we should go through and actually see what it does. So sorry we're stuck with the annoying bonger, but it's plugged in. What have we got here? Oh, we've got this nice little display. Settings, diagnostics, 72. Update button. Actually, I've got updates already here actually. Now I've already logged in. Okay, it's off the Wi-Fi a minute. But I've already logged into this, put the Wi-Fi details in so it can update over Wi-Fi, which is easy. No more plugging it into a computer and downloading updates. Does it all for you. That's excellent. So let's go into diagnostics and see what this thing can do. So there we go, it's picked up that we're in a 2011 L322 with a 4.4 TDV8, apparently with a DPF. Yeah, we'll go with that. So do we have any fault codes on this thing currently? That's a good question. So there you go, it's done us up a little report. We can actually save this report if we want to, but literally it's found exactly the codes I would expect, which is typical in this thing. It moans about the LEDs in the door mirrors, things like that. So the door module here, yeah, right turn signal, intermittent. So we've got a full actual diagnostic code there, which is our Jaguar Land Rover code as opposed to the generic code. Excellent, so it's got all the fault codes on the report. We can clear all the codes we want to. We can go through and have a look a bit more in detail of what we've got here. So we can read the fault codes. This is the audio amplifier. Yep. got the codes for that. Actually, on it. And then, like the eDiag Mini, they've got a help section here and a live stream like data straight there ready for you. So we've got help info. Now, possible causes: wiring harness fault, speaker fault. It goes through and gives you an idea of what could be the fault, or what to do if that's not the issue. It's really, really good. So from a DIY perspective, fantastic piece of kit. We go to let's use some live data. There we go. Tells us exactly what a parking brake's doing. So this pretty much, if you've looked into like the gap ID and all that stuff, this here does at least all the standard functions. So when it comes to live data, testing, functional tests and items, diagnostics, like all the same functions within this at a fraction of a price. Obviously you don't get the opportunity to upgrade firmware or modules and that such, but you really don't really touch it. So what special functions have we got? So here's a slightly fiddly bit I've noticed, that when you go into auto detect, I couldn't seem to get into special functions, which is odd. It might just be me, I haven't read instructions to be fair, but if you go into it manually, so you go Land Rover, pick your exact vehicle, now we can automatically search for it. Or we could pick off a list. There we go. Now it gives us the option of doing a health report, system selection, special functions, or information. Now, system selection allows us, health report just does a general diagnostic scan of all modules. System selection allows us to go and target a specific module, like we had when we were doing it through the health report way, where we can go in and do actuation tests, read live data and all that. And then special functions here allows us now to do our oil reset, electronic park and brake calibrations, alarm systems, throttle, because there's no throttle calibrations on here to do, emission, steering, air suspension. Now that's the important one, air suspension, because there isn't many tools for an L322 that can calibrate the suspension for less than a good few £100 at least. And this tool, it can do it for 116 quid. It can do the whole freaking lot. No license, nothing. So we can pop into here, we can go height calibration. I'm not actually going to go into detail on doing it because I don't want to reset the calibration because mine's all calibrated. But we can do the whole lot there. We can set it into tight tolerance mode for when you're on the dyno or when you're doing suspension work or travelling away. We can do the active dampening calibration. Oh, it's just so much you do here. So literally, anything you can think of special function wise, you can pretty much do with this. It is incredible. So yeah, sorry for a slightly boring video. I'm not going to go into real in-depth of every single function because we'll be here for a year because there's just so many modules and functions you can do on a Range Rover. But pretty much you can't go wrong with this tool. If you're like a DIY enthusiast, like kind of myself, where you maintain, fix your own cars, hence why I have stupid cars in projects because I don't have to pay anyone to do it. If you're just an owner and you like that bit of control rather than taking it to the garage constantly, you like to be able to sort of see in advance, perfect. Well, to be fair, even if you were just sort of maybe like a keen enthusiast, or you're doing a bit of work for some mates, or just starting out, you need to do some work on Land Rover and you don't actually have a mega expensive tool to do it all, it does the job, to be honest. Yeah, no, I am very surprised. For the money, that is incredible. The only way that could get better is if I could have that on my phone for sub £200, which they might, to be fair, they might be doing, not sure yet, but it did tell me back when on the eDiag Mini they had this in production, and I'm very impressed with it, not gonna lie. So yeah, if you've got a Jaguar Rover product, worth its weight in gold. If you just want to do some simple live data and do just diagnostics in modules, but you want to do it on a load of other vehicles as well, then the eDiag Mini they also sell is also worth its weight in gold. But this here has all the special functions included for free with all the lifetime updates, which, yeah, pretty unbeatable for the money, to be fair. I don't actually know anything else on the market. Maybe the iCar Soft, although I've got no experience with them, but I'm not sure they're as good and as functional as this is. So, yeah. Sorry for the boring one. Sorry for the advert, although, like the last one, I'm hoping it will help a load of you guys and save you some money, so not too sorry. But yeah, why not stick around? I've got, I don't know how many videos on the L322, which constantly get loads of views because most of the videos are fixing the L322s, which is a common problem for people. So yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to jump back on all the other 50 million videos on fixing L322s, and with any luck, I'll see you guys again next time, when I've maybe got another L322, or maybe an L405, I'm not sure yet, but we're a little way off. As you guys know, the business, I've been rammed, and this thing, to be fair, hasn't, well, not since Germany, this thing hasn't done anything. So it's a lot of money just sitting there for insurance and tax every month, not to not be used. So, and as I currently still don't own the trailer I want to own, it's not got a huge amount of use to me, which I really, really, really don't want to sell it. I absolutely love this vehicle to bits. But I best move on, and I will be getting another one. Ideally, the 5 litre supercharged would tickle fancy. But if this does sell, I might be going to go view a very impractical vehicle tomorrow with an even bigger engine, so we'll see. But yeah, I've been Jordan, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.